bearing with us. It is a live program. As always, like, subscribe. I think we're good to go.
We're good back?
Thumbs up from the back. Ahead, Dave. Take
All
it
right.
away, brother.
All right, so let's just start off. Everybody give us a like, give us a thumbs up, share us. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. Again, it's chapter 220. Halloween's coming up, obviously. We got
220 on Halloween Eve. It's chapter 220. 220 times we have stood on your screen as the longest running professional wrestling program in Pennsylvania today. We thank you as always for tuning in. Mike Zeke's off tonight. He's got an acute case of micro stinger. I'm here, Triple Crown, with Dave Brown. My pleasure, my friend. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Jimmy. It's always nice to be here. We got a big show tonight. Jimmy, coming up tonight, we have, for the first time ever, the Rad Boys taking on Sweet and Tasty. The winner faces you and your partner, the rocker Chris Sands, this Saturday in Reynoldsville.
Absolutely. In front of the rowdiest crowd in the imagination. Which team prevails tonight here will face us for the belts. The Imagine Tag Team titles this Saturday in Reynoldsville.
We're going to hear from heavyweight champion Chris Coleman. You know he's going to have a lot to say after what's been going on lately, especially with the Rad Boys last week. We're going to hear from gorgeous Gregory. We're going to hear from Malachi Gage, the Classic Rockers, John Ross, and more. Let's start off, though. Make sure everybody knows this Saturday, the 2nd, we are going to be live in Reynoldsville with James Ellsworth. Reynoldsville, honestly, my favorite place to go. The atmosphere up there is insane. Jimmy, we've talked about it before. There's nothing better than a good crowd, and we get a great crowd in Reynoldsville.
Absolutely. Rowdy is the word. They are loud, and they pack them in there in a great venue. If you've never been there, it's a great place to check out Imagine Wrestling for the first time, or if you're returning, maybe you attend Imagine Wrestling here in Altoona. Check it out in Reynoldsville for a completely different atmosphere, a rowdy, raucous atmosphere. The crowd's interactive. They have a full bar for alcoholic beverages and a food at the concession stand, full merchandise. Get your tickets for this weekend in Reynoldsville.
Those tickets are available right now on the website. And then we are back in Altoona on November 16th for Volume 57. Tickets will be available for that one soon. Another great night ahead of us on November 16th.
Never a bad seat in the house at Imagine Wrestling, back on the home court. So check us out back home on November 16th.
November
16th. We're back home here in Altoona. Get your tickets on the website, www.imaginewrestling.com.
Jimmy, before we go any further, we of course have to thank our sponsors. We can't do any of this without them. We have Medical Resource Solutions, LLC. If you're looking for a medical plan that fits you and can help. Her goal is to help you find and enroll in the right plan. She thrives by building trust and confidence with her clients, making your complete satisfaction her priority. Call Ann King today at 814-410-1412.
Also want to thank Forest Customs LLC, whether it's custom-built cabins and sheds, general carpentry or pressure washing, painting and staining, you name it, Forest Customs LLC is here to help. Visit their website, forestcustomsllc.com, or call them today at 724-980-7800. That's Forest Customs LLC.
Also, we want to mention, last but not least, Dutz Fitness and Nutrition. Check out Dutz Fitness and Nutrition. They are our title sponsor for Reynoldsville, Volume 9 in Reynoldsville on November 2nd. Give them a follow. Learn that Brian is an ISSA certified trainer in the Du Bois area, and he can help you reach your fitness goals. Take back your health and wellness now with Brian's help. He can help folks with all fitness levels and experiences.
As always, we thank our sponsors, and we thank you for tuning into the program. With that, we're going to have a once-in-a-lifetime word with a generational talent. Here's a gorgeous Gregory vignette for you.
He's going to go for the DDG. Oh, backed him into the ref.
Come on.
Right in the eyes.
Referee had his back turned. Kenny Christopher taking the easy way out. Gouging his eyes.
Gut wrench.
What's he going for here?
I don't know.
Oh, Gregory
reverses.
pulling him up.
One, two, Gregory for the win. No. Gorgeous Gregory giving Caden Christopher all he can handle and vice versa. These two men very evenly matched. But sit down spine buster.
I do not like the way Gregory steps outside the canvas.
His head, his back, his butt, his legs, everything. Checking his guys. Gut wrench, he's up. He's looking for the Razor's Edge. Oh my God! Kane with the cover, 2 and 3. Kane and Christopher.
New winner
Has
Kane Christopher.
destroyed Gorgeous Gregory with that Razor's Edge.
All right, Imagination, we are back. We're going to have a couple interviews here. First up, I want to introduce, you're going to know him as a lowlife, baby. Let's bring in James Ross. James, thanks for joining me today. I hear you have an announcement for Imagination.
I do have an announcement because I've been informed, I've received word from the higher-ups in this hellhole of a company that Saturday in Reynoldsville, Pennsylvania, I'm going head-to-head for a second time ever with the magnificent one, Gerard Garrett. Now, I have a bit of a bone to pick with Gerard Garrett because the last time he and I went toe-to-toe, the odds were stacked in his favor tenfold. It was ridiculous. John Ross inserted himself as special guest referee, and Gerard still barely walked out. He still barely beat me. But you know, it is All Hallows Eve today. It's October 31st, and I was doing some cleaning recently, and I found one of the scariest things known to man, a memento from my past. If you go back about 100 volumes or so, you'll see myself and my father wearing these stupid little dinky medals we made, number 1 son and number 1 father. And the thing is, there's nothing scarier than not being able to move on from your past. And John Ross, you can't move on from your past. I'm your past. I'm looking to the future. I am the future. And if you can keep your nose out of my business, this Saturday, I will prove it and right the wrong by defeating Gerard Garrett the way I should have last time. Because I'm a lowlife, baby! And that's what I do.
All right, so we have a match announcement for Saturday. We'll see James Ross taking on Gerard Garrett. Next, we are going to call over Malachi Gage. He's here somewhere. Here he comes. Sideshow Psycho Malachi Gage, thank you for joining me here. So, want to talk a little bit about what happened recently, last few times. It doesn't seem like you're quite falling in line with Chris Coleman's plan. What's your feeling on this situation?
How many times do I have to be asked this question, Dave Brown?
It's the first from me.
I don't really care. If you watch the show, which I know you don't because you suck at your job, you know I've been asked this question every week for it might be 2 months.
Do you have an answer?
No, I'm going to talk about this Saturday. As per usual, I just now found out about my match this Saturday. Is that ridiculous, Dave Brown? Tell me.
Seems like
That's ridiculous, Dave Brown. This Saturday, I'm going one-on-one with Tito Orch. Tito Orch, he has a lot of cute nicknames, doesn't he? A lot of cute nicknames. You might know him. You do commentary. He's the Bosnian Bone Breaker. He is unbreakable. But Tito Orch, I want you to look at me, and I want you to look real close. I want you to look real close into my eyes. Tito Orch, I'm as broken can be. I am splintered. I'm shattered. I am destroyed. But I've walked in that ring time and time again. I've walked out with my hand raised, and I've walked out that curtain with a body lying on the floor behind me. Tito, you call yourself unbreakable. You call yourself the Bosnian Bone Breaker. You can break whatever bone you want, but that is not going to stop what I'm going to do to you. Because, Tito, I'm going to break more than your bones. Tito, I'm going to break your spirit. I'm going to break your body. I'm going to break everything you've ever worked for. And I'm going to make sure you don't walk out that curtain one more time. And you know, it's uncertain. It is uncertain what I might do to you this Saturday. I don't even know myself. But there's one thing that remains certain through it all. Through everything. Through all your bad questions, your terrible commentary work, no matter who I step in that ring with. The circus isn't dead. But you are.
right. Still can't get an answer to what's going on with the watch in regards to Malachi Gage and Chris Coleman. I guess Mike Z can try next week again. Last at this time, I would like to bring over man everybody loves, gorgeous Gregory. Gregory, welcome.
Dave.
Good, buddy. How are you? How are you?
Doing better. Doing better.
Volume 56 obviously didn't go your way with Kane and Christopher, but you are going to get a return match.
Yeah, man. I mean, I wasn't here last week, and there's a good reason for that. You know, quite frankly, I got my ass kicked on the 19th. I got punched in the face. I got kicked in the mouth. I got dropped on my neck a dozen times, and quite blatantly, this past 2 weeks has been my own personal hell. You know, even the simplest of tasks of breathing have hurt. You know, getting from the bedroom to the bathroom has been a pain in the ass, and hell, Dave, I haven't even been able to walk my dog without being in agony. So Kane and Christopher, I have a question for you, sweetheart. Do you think I'm just some little lap dog that's gonna roll over and submit and beg for mercy? Sweetheart, I am a pit bull, and no matter how much you punch me in the face, no matter how much you kick me in the mouth, throw me all around the ring, drop me on my neck, I don't care. I'm gonna keep coming after you until this story ends the way that it needs to for me, with blood on my hands and your shoulders pinned to the mat for a count of 3. With that being said, I'm on a Saturday. I'm on a November 2nd, and I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to have a good time with the fans of Reynoldsville, and we're going to kick some Greek god ass and Alex Danis, and we're going to have a great time doing it, Reynoldsville. So I'll see you then.
Gorgeous Gregory is fired up. It's easy to see why. Right now, though, we have a short video for you. We'll be back in just a moment.
Anger, rage, frustration. You know, all week long, people have been asking me how I feel about that unsolicited attack that I suffered at the hands of the Rad Boys last week. How about these feelings? How about pride? How about validation? You see, when I showed up here, I was exposed. I was without the help and aid of my tag team partner, the big star Dave Daniels. And in that vulnerable, weakened condition, well, the Rad Boys, they did not hesitate. They threw caution to the wind, and they abandoned everything that they stand for, and they attacked. And I couldn't have been prouder of them. You see, that's what it takes, Rad Boys. It takes that level of brutality, that level of ruthlessness that will distinguish you from being just kind of good to being the best. Hell, truth be told, if Wild West had one of you two in a similar circumstance, well, we would have done the exact same thing. And you see what you did, Rad Boys? You proved our point. You validated everything we've been saying over the last 3 months. You are more like us than any tag team that we've ever faced before. And I gotta ask you, how did it feel? How did it feel to abandon the rules to get exactly what you want? How did it feel to spit in the face of every man, woman, and child in the imagination that expects you to do the right and the righteous things. How did it feel to get a little cheap, dirty, and nasty? It felt pretty good, didn't it? On November the 16th, we're going to be in this ring together in an Altoona street fight, and I got a little warning for you. You better bring that exact same energy that you brought last Wednesday night, because if there is one moment of weakness, a single solitary second of vulnerability, any hesitation, you will not walk out of that Juniata Civics Association, and that I can promise you. By the way, Rad Boys, you got a match tonight, don't you? Good luck.
Wow. DC has always been a little unhinged, Jimmy, but I don't know. This feud here with the Rad Boys, this is a whole different level of DC Bentley, and it's a little frightening.
Yeah. Personal issue isn't the word. Things are starting to heat up. Glad to see DC Bentley step out from around the microphone and rekindle the flame. He used to have more fire than any of the wrestlers around on the circuit. So Rad Boys have a tall order with a personal problem with DC Bentley and Dave Daniels. There's only one way to settle it, and that's a street fight.
All right, Jimmy, let's take a moment here. We want to thank our sponsors once again. And again, our sponsors for Reynoldsville, we have Medical Resource Solutions, LLC. If you're looking for a medical plan that fits you and can help, her goal is to help you find and enroll in the right plan. She thrives by building trust and confidence with her clients, making your complete satisfaction her priority. Call Ann King today at 814-410-1412.
And it's only apropos that a tree hugger like me tells you about Forest Customs, LLC. Whether it's custom-built cabins and sheds, general carpentry or pressure washing, painting and staining, Forest Customs, LLC is here to help. Visit the website, forestcustomllc.com, or call them today at 724-980-7800. That's Forest Customs, LLC.
And again, we have Dutz Fitness and Nutrition. Check out Dutz Fitness and Nutrition. They are our title sponsor for Rumble in Reynoldsville 9 on November 2nd. Give them a follow and learn that Brian is an ISSA certified trainer in the Du Bois area that can help you reach your fitness goals. Take back your health and wellness now with Brian's help. He can help folks of all fitness levels and experiences. Again, we couldn't do it without any of our sponsors, so we want to make sure that we let you guys know we appreciate that.
We also want to thank our title sponsor. That's going to be Renewal by Anderson. If you're looking for high-quality window or patio door investment option within your budget, contact Jordan Treese, Renewal by Anderson. That's going to be at 330-9870, or visit them at their showroom on 487 on Municipal Drive in Duncansville. Ask Jordan. Don't forget about monthly promotions, and put Old Man Winter in a headlock with Renewal by Anderson. We thank our sponsors as always.
All right, Jimmy, I'm going to head to the ring. I got a couple interviews in there. I know you have something you want to say, so I'll turn it over to you.
Absolutely. As you all know, I've been a tie-dyer for 20 years. Flying Hippie Tie-Dye is my company. It's ever growing. I produce hundreds of items every week. If you've been to any of our shows, you've seen the sea of tie-dye that the imagination wears. Absolutely amazing. Get one for yourself. Hit me up. Flying Hippie Tie-Dye on Facebook. Send me a message. Mention this program number. That's going to be program 220, and I'll give you $5 off this weekend in Reynoldsville. So hit me up. Flying Hippie Tie-Dye. Imagine Wrestling. I thank you for this time. Back to the ring with Dave.
All right, Jimmy, thank you very much. I'm here with Sweet and Tasty. Gentlemen, tonight you have a number one contenders match facing the Rad Boys. Winner gets the Classic Rockers. What are your thoughts here, guys?
Well, this is the part where my business partner here usually offers money for them to lay down. We ain't doing that tonight. I've been waiting a long time for this. 5-time tag team champions. I'm going to show what I can do.
See, I'm a bit confused, to say the least, because I don't know if you saw on Saturday, we were robbed of our victory thanks to Lucio DeVere. So tonight, we are going to get what we want. And I think it's about time that we have another tag team become the tag team champions than the Rad Boys. I think it's our time to become the tag team champions. Classic Rockers, you may not like it, but we are an acquired taste, and you will come around.
All right, we heard from Sweet and Tasty. Let's go hear from the Rad Boys. Gentlemen, number 1 contenders match for the Rad Boys. You are not new at this. 5-time champions. What's your mindset going into this match?
Well, Dave, we got a lot of forks in the fire, don't we? I mean, smell me. Doesn't it smell like heat? It's getting hot in here. Tell them why, Braden.
I think you meant irons in the fire.
Forks. So I'm going to stab that one in the face.
Maybe Jake would understand it more this way. Too many hands in the cookie jar. I mean, we've been through this multiple times. We've been in how many number 1 contenders matches? We've been in how many title matches? We've got a lot on our plate between Wild West, the tag team titles, trying to go after those, and Chris Coleman last week. But nothing, and I mean nothing, ever puts the Rad Boys at a disadvantage because we are just like all of you. We are hardworking. We are fighters, and I guarantee you that at the end of the day, you'll know that the Rad Boys are going to be number 1 contenders, and we are going to be tag team champions in the house.
All right, that was the Rad Boys. Jimmy, I'm going to kick it back over to you here. I'll be over to join you here in just a second. Neighbor John, looks like you have something to say.
You know, for the last couple weeks, I've had nothing but time to sit at home, and I hear my son talk about time. He says I'm worried about the past. No, son. No, son. It's not the past. It is the future of me, of you, and of the Ross family that I'm worried about, because I sat at home in the kitchen with the TV on, with Imagine Live on, and I heard you talk about everything worked. What was that phrase? Everything turned out the way it was supposed to. Everything worked out as planned. You know, I could live with you being the low life. I could live with the candy corn. I could live with it all. If it was going somewhere, if you were a success, if you were the better man that you claim that you are, if you were the better me that you claim you are. But instead, you stand in this ring and claim that it worked out the way it was supposed to. What's that mean? That the three of you stand in a circle like you're churning butter at the Trianon and waiting for the last blue waffle to drop at 2:30? That is not the boy I raised. That is not the man that I will ever be okay with you being. So yeah, you know what, Rad Boys, you can laugh. You guys can laugh. I'm not supposed to be here, but my son can talk about future, past, now. Right now is my time. And I might not have a match, but you best believe, you, all the imagination, you, James Ross, and everybody else, I will be in Reynoldsville, and I'm going to be bringing the muffins.
Well, just like John Ross is going to make a difference, you know what? I did make a difference today. You know what I did, Jimmy? I took your advice. I went out in the nature. I made a difference. I planted trees. Look at my little green thumb. We're a bunch of tree huggers around here. Yeah. Well, this match, it's going to make a difference. We get to either wrestle against the Rad Boys or Sweet and Tasty. The Rad Boys, time and time again, have proved themselves that they were the best tag team in all, probably North America, something like that. It's going to be one for us, Jimmy. And Sweet and Tasty. I don't know. I haven't been on complete death's doorstep yet, but I've been pretty close. It'll be a fight either way. Jimmy, take it away.
I agree. Will it be the Rad Boys or will it be the Gonad Boys? You see, everything the Rad Boys have given, the imagination, Sweet and Tasty have come in and tried to take. So it's a little give and take here. Will it be given? Will it be taken? Well, we will know here in a couple minutes when this match concludes either way. To all four of you men, good luck. We'll see you in Reynoldsville.
And now, he's from downtown. He goes around town. It's time to bring back in Dave Brown.
How about that? You even get your own entrance there, buddy.
Yeah, that's a first.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right.
All right.
With that, I guess let's go to the ring.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, here we go, Jimmy. We have introducing first. They are Sweet and Tasty Mason Lawrence and Sweet Baby Trey.
Yeah, last week I called them prison lips and jungle nips. Mason and Lawrence's areolas are so big, they're the size of hubcaps, and Sweet Baby Trey is going to try to steal them. That's funny, isn't it, guys? You like that?
And their opponent, they are the former 5-time tag team champions. They are the Rad Boys.
Like I said, proven and driven. The Rad Boys, look at the gear, look at the tan. These are the most successful tag team in Imagine Wrestling.
Referee John Williams is going to check our competitors here. Once we get the thumbs up from the Skullet, we're good to go.
Referee John Williams about as mobile as an elderly three-legged goat there on his way across the ring. With the wave of his manatee flipper here, we're going to get this thing underway. There's the opening bell.
We got Sweet Baby Trey starting off against Braden Elliott. A lot on the line here, Jimmy.
Absolutely.
I mean, being tag team champions is no joke around here. Those are very coveted titles. So both these teams, they want that gold. Rad Boys won it for a 6th time. Sweet and Tasty won it for the 1st.
Yeah, I'm glad to see the Rad Boys. Like I said, they got a lot of irons in the fire here, but haven't lost sight on the prize. The Imagine Wrestling tag team titles. That's what it's all about here. Deep side headlock there by Sweet Baby Trey.
Sweet Baby Trey runs over Braden Elliott. They were pretty evenly matched there, which you got to give some credit to Braden Elliott. He's a smaller guy, but he's matching power. Beautiful hip toss there by Braden Elliott. That's going to slow down Sweet Baby Trey a little bit. Jake liked it. He's dancing a little bit.
Yeah, these Rad Boys look so good. Look at the gear. Look at the tan. Look at the physiques. Sweet Baby Trey looking very good himself. Not so much right there with a shoulder full of ring post.
But he's able to block the hip toss. Braden blocks. Braden's able to hit his own. Sweet Baby Trey down again. Looks like Braden's going to take him over to the corner.
Yeah, it looks like Braden's taking him to the corner, and Sweet Baby Trey looks like he should be competing in WCW.
Jimmy, we got Mason
Saturday
Lawrence.
night.
We got Mason Lawrence jumping in. He's not even legal. Just doing what he wants.
Completely abandoning the rules of this tag match here. John Williams better get some control here.
Braden catches his partner. Very nice teamwork. And that's what happens when you're facing a team that's been tagging for this long. They know each other. They know how to help each other. Sweet and Tasty, they're newer to a tag team. They are dangerous, but right now they're on the outside looking in as the Rad Boys stand dominant.
Yeah, the Rad Boys with that double drop kick there. Shades of the Rock and Roll Express. Has Mason Lawrence on the outside counting Trey's coin purse. These guys better get it back in. John Williams will count them out.
Sweet Baby Trey's back in, but he's going to make the tag to Mason Lawrence. So we're going to have Mason Lawrence mixing it up with Jake Wiley. Mason gets the better of that exchange. A little surprising, honestly.
That might be the first time Mason Lawrence ever won one of those.
Jake up and over. Jake with the drop kick. That is why he is the drop kick kid. He gets such great elevation into the cover. Both shoulders are down. 2 count.
He drop kicked that silver spoon right out of the mouth of Mason Lawrence there, Dave.
Jake's trying to put this away early.
He is. These Rad Boys, they always mean business.
Jake's going to grab the wrist. Working that arm wringer.
Working both arms there.
Yeah.
Mason Lawrence doesn't have an answer for that.
Changing up the offense is Jake Wiley. He might be a little, well, he's a lot nuts, but he knows what he's doing. Braden trying to hyperextend that elbow as he came in off the ropes.
Great way to do it. Brutal offense there from the Rad Boys. Back to a standard armbar here. Mason Lawrence trying to back his man up.
And there's a knee to the gut, and that's going to create the space that Mason needed to get out of the armbar.
John Williams calls for the break. Mason Lawrence, ever the opportunist there, Dave, hits him with an inside shot. Braden Elliott, beautifully done, rolls through it.
And quickly crawls to the tag for Trey to come in, and now he's eating rights. Bionic elbow takes down Sweet Baby Trey.
That was definitely bionic there. Series of jabs.
Up.
Fireman's carry here, Dave.
Braden Elliott showing off the strength as he lifts up Sweet Baby Trey with ease. Right for Mason Lawrence. That left Trey free, though. But Braden saw it coming and counter, throws him head first into the turnbuckle, and then comes Jake Wiley again.
Also took him back to their end of the court, their side of the ring. Rad Boys is still control here. Beautifully done.
Mason Lawrence just ripped Braden Elliott off the apron. Braden's giving chase now.
That knee bridge rear chin lock there by Jake Wiley. Sweet Baby Trey up to a vertical base.
The Rad Boys are doing what they do best as a tag team. They pick out an opponent, they lock on, they keep him out of his own corner. But Mason Lawrence, just with the assist, pulls Jake down and allows Sweet Baby Trey to hit the elbow. And just like that, Jimmy, I don't know about you, but I feel like the whole mood of this match has changed.
Yeah, they took the upper hand right there, and they kind of cheated, to be honest with you, Dave. And I bet you Sweet Baby Trey, he'll cheat again because he is a repeat offender.
Jimmy, you're getting a front row seat to you're going to face one of these two teams. Any feeling either way?
I think the Rad Boys are one of the best tag teams right now on the circuit in our area. I think Sweet Baby Trey and Mason Lawrence should rename themselves Big Spender and the Repeat Offender. We got a cover here. John Williams out of place.
Well, he was trying to get the illegal man out of the ring. Sweet Baby Trey may have cost his own team there. If he hadn't been in there so long, they may have got the pinfall right there.
They may have bent the rules too far and bit themselves there.
Bending the rules again as he grabs a handful of Jake Wiley's hair.
And somewhere Mike Zeke's yelling Hair Pull Wednesday into a microphone and hurting everyone's ears.
Mason Lawrence is hurting the gut there of Jake Wiley as he drives his shoulder into him. And now an assist with the boot.
I'm new. I don't know the rules yet.
He's new. He's so new. He looks like a default character on a wrestling video game. We've seen this before. This is called Money on the Books.
Jake saw it coming, got out of the way. Shoves Trey into Mason. Jake dives and makes the tag. In comes Braden Elliott. And there is that clothesline. That sounds like a shotgun.
The angry man's clothesline. Have another. Bionic elbow. Braden Elliott in full control here.
Up on the shoulders goes Sweet Baby Trey. He's going to go for an airplane ride.
You know, that's reminds me of when Dominic DiNucci grazed this dojo with his sessions here.
Mason Lawrence grabs his partner's foot, pulls him down off the shoulders, but now is he going to go for a ride? Yes, he is. Mason Lawrence getting some air miles.
Better watch, John Williams in trouble here.
Braden still spinning Mason Lawrence around. Drops him down. Braden might be out of it too now. I think they're all a little dizzy.
Very impressive effort there from Braden Elliott.
Man, those clotheslines, a lot of guys hit a clothesline. He throws a clothesline.
Yes, he does.
He's fired up now. Sweet Baby Trey and Mason Lawrence just connected with each other, leaving Mason alone. Rad Boys going for the double dare.
This could be it.
Jake hit it.
Oh, they got all of that.
Mason is down. Jake with the cover. Hooks the leg. Brady's going to keep Trey out. And there's the 3 count. Jimmy, you know who you'll be facing now. It'll be the Classic Rockers taking on the Rad Boys in Reynoldsville.
Congratulations.
Ready to cover the hot side?
We need to get some help out here. The Rad Boys and the Classic Rockers are being destroyed by DC.
All right. Settle down, boys. Settle down.
Is there anybody out here that can help these guys?
Sweet and tasty. You may take your prize and go. DC Bentley, you may take your leave as well.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Now, Rad Boys. You said earlier that you have a lot on your plate. Well, with us, especially me, you've bitten off more than you can chew. You will not get a title shot, either of you, because what has either of you done to deserve one? The people, they cheer and they laugh and they throw babies in the air and they're all excited, but it's not for you. It's for inflatable dinosaurs and flashing lights and loud music. They would cheer the same at a Chuck E. Cheese on an acid trip. They don't love you. I don't know why you think that. I don't know why you think you deserve their love, because you are certainly not deserving of the love for the imagination. James, be a good lad and hold this.
Darn shame.
And here we find ourselves once again. Rad Boys at the feet of the watch. No title shot for the Rad Boys. But Lucio DeVere, you have one coming up in a few days. And your number is up as well. Lucio DeVere, Rad Boys, Imagination, we'll be seeing you. James, get him on his feet.
Everybody, one more time. One more time, Mike. It's gonna be fun here, JK. I'm doing this because I love you.
Malachi, get ready on the scene. Did you hear me?
Do it yourself, champ.